What's up, guys? StillVenom here, back with another reaction, back with my buddy Novey, and we are back with another new group. Today, we've got Faith No More, and we're going to be doing Epic. Their early days, they got kind of started in, like, even the 70s, the late 70s, into the 80s. But then, so late 80s is when they released their We Care a Lot and Introduce Yourself. And that was with a different singer.
Okay.
And if you remember last week, I was telling you about how there's not a lot of rock bands that when they replace the singer are able to continue doing well. Like usually they get it, if you get a new singer, like the band falls off hard after that. In this case, that it was, I think, the reverse. Like they got Mike Patton.
Yeah, more popular.
Yeah, Mike Patton replaced him in in '89 or around there, and they released their new their new stuff, which was The Real Thing, and that's what this song that I'm about to show you was off of. And they got way more popular than what they were. Like they did a lot more commercially successful and all that. One big thing that I love about them is that Mike Patton is extremely unique when it comes to vocalists. I mean, he's almost like to an experimental degree, like where sometimes for me it doesn't work, but other times, but when it does work, it fucking works, man. Like, and he's got a huge catalog of, I mean, he's done so much different genres of music, and like from jazz and things like that to the more rock and stuff, to you'll see this is actually has kind of like 90s rap in it. I wouldn't say the rapping is particularly strong. It's kind of corny, cheesy rap, but this song is still really good. Like, I think, and especially instrumentally, if you listen to everything else going on with the background. But I still think this shows you, this is also really young Mike Patton as well. So you'll see he's, probably early 20s, I would guess. I mean, he's real young. So when I show you some of the later stuff, or as I show you some of this other stuff, you'll see their sound progresses quite a bit, and so does his as well. But yeah, I won't say too much more. I'll just get into it, and I would say this might be their most famous song of all time. This one I'm showing you first, so.
All right, I'm ready for it.
You will never understand it, cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. It's so cool, so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of
His voice definitely is unique.
Well, he does a lot of different styles. It's
Yeah,
and
I see what you're talking about with the rap.
yeah, it's very, you know, kind of obviously not like if you were like, what does 90s rap sound like, and somebody did that, you'd be like, yep. Nailed it. Like,
yeah, definitely, yeah, nail it. Yeah, I like the way he's I like his voice, the weirdness of his voice when he was doing his actual singing.
yeah, it's I think, I don't know, for some, definitely more so for certain songs than others. It's you know, very unique and odd the way he chooses to sing at times. But for me, especially, it's grown on me a lot to the point where, I mean, I love a lot of their songs. Like, and I could see like at like first listens how some of them are, you're like, whoa, this is kind of weird, but then it's like you listen to it more and more and you're like, all right, I kind of like this, like I really like this.
It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Yeah, so yeah, I like it. I like I said, I like the switch up his voice. I definitely like the guitar.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really good musicians.
It reminded me of this video game on the old school Nintendo called Contra.
Oh yeah.
The first level when you're going across is like the when you're running across the sea on these like little land bridges.
Mhm.
It sounded like that. It gave me nostalgia.
Yeah, and I really, I think like this song kind of shows you just what you're in for a little bit, in the sense of how they, from the beginning to the end of the song, they just kind of went like all over the place.
Yeah,
you know, it was, they were doing a little hip hop. You got a guitar solo in there. You got this really somber piano breakdown at the end.
At the end, yeah,
there was a whole. They were doing all sorts of everything in this song, and so
had a little weird rock vibe.
Yeah, they had
And in the middle,
just the normal chorus and everything going on. Yeah, so it was very interesting that they've got, you know, so many different genres and things all just in just even a singular song. So
but then it worked as well though, so it's not like it's done badly. It worked.
And I was going to mention before, I think this might be even, at least for, I'm sure there's probably earlier, you know, examples of this, but definitely for me, one of the earliest examples that I remember hearing and can think of like rock and hip hop kind of being meshed together and it hitting like the mainstream and actually working and people being like, whoa. And this was,
what is this?
This is way before the nu metal scene. This is at least a decade plus before the nu metal scene. So it's
they were innovators.
yeah. So this is like, you know, this is way before Papa Roach and all that. So but yeah, I'm glad you got to hear all that. And if you guys like these reactions, be sure to comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up because that helps us out. And be sure to subscribe to both of us because we both upload videos every week. So if you only sub to one of us, then you're only going to get half the videos.
Half of it.
And other than that, we'll see you next time.
Peace.